Good morning, everybody. It is the Edge Market Update for the week ending March 17th, and we will start with old crop soybeans. We're on the May 2023 contract, and soybeans were the commodity that experienced weakness this past week. We had some concerns out of China with some disease going on in the pork industry that may limit how much imports China is looking for on soybeans. So we did sell off pretty decently from about the $15 mark down almost to, we bounced off of $14.70 to end the week. So again, we have our longer term support here starting at $14.72 from early in 2023. And actually we hit below there on Friday. I would start to get concerned if we had a daily and a weekly close below that $14.70 level. That may open up a door down to the mid 1450s or so. So obviously, right now we're fairly weak on our technical indicators, but we are very oversold in the short term. From a long-term momentum standpoint, we are fairly neutral. But again, in a 5 to 10 day window, we are very oversold. So hopefully we can bounce here and move back towards that $15 area. But again, would start to get concerned if we do start closing below that $14.70 level on old crop soybeans. New crop soybeans also had some pretty big weakness this past week. We traded below this support level here, and then this was our long-term support level at $13.30 all the way from back in last September, and we melted through that pretty easily. Did test about $13.10 to end the week on Thursday and Friday, but did close at about $13.13, which all the way back from last August is our support level there. So hopefully we can start to bounce here and begin to form a bottom. Again, if we close below here, would have some thoughts that we could trend back down to this 1275 level or so in new crop soybeans. Very weak on our strength indicators for our technicals. Again, very oversold in a short period of time here. And for our long-term momentum, we are starting to create some negative divergence. So we're getting lower highs all the time in this contract, and we are moving to negative territory again. So hopefully can find support at this level, and resistance would be $13.30, and if we could clear that, easily could trade back up in the $13.50 range, but again, have to clear $13.30 first to do so. Corn was more bullish this week. Corn has been getting hammered the past 3 weeks or so, but did find support here. We had some positive export news from China. China bought about 75 million bushels of old crop corn, and then they're expected to buy about 25 more million here in the next week or so. So that really was bullish towards old crop corn. We did very quickly rally to initial resistance level and to the 20-day moving average. We were rejected there pretty quickly, but again, good to see us start to form a bottom here. But if you do have old crop corn, consider this pretty heavy resistance. If we do trade above here, that 648 level is pretty good resistance as well if you are carrying old crop corn. Depending on your time frame, may be a good time to sell some, or if you want to carry it longer, potentially buy a shorter term put option to protect and put in a price floor. But we did see strength indicators here move. Still fairly weak, but are moving towards back a neutral position, and the short-term money flows are very overbought. So take that for what you want. But and then long-term momentum is negative, but we are starting to hopefully trend higher back to more of a neutral position on that end of things. And then to finish up with new crop corn. Again, starting to look like we're trying to put in a bottom here in the $5.50 range. We were very oversold on technicals, but we are starting to bounce here, which is a good thing. Again, this lower channel from the bull flag from last October, that will act as resistance at the 565, 570 level. So again, we'll have to clear that to hope a short-term bottom is in place, but hopefully we continue to get some good export news and some positive bullish news. I know there's been some headlines over delayed planting in the U.S. Delta region. There's concerns over snow in North Dakota, if that's going to melt fast enough for corn planting. And then just in general, a cold and wet spring here in the Midwest. So if we do continue to see those types of headlines, that is certainly bullish for commodities, but again, have a long ways to go, and we'll just have to see what happens. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great week. Call us with any questions. Thank you.